Hello YouTube. So I think this video is going to be pretty fun to make actually. My best friend had asked me the other day, she said, so what are some good ideas for a first date? Because she really likes this guy and it's up to her, for some reason, it's up to her to create this first date. And she has to pick the place, time, everything, you know what I mean? And, I actually thought that was a really good question because a lot of people get the wrong idea. They think that they should go here and there but it's wrong. It's usually wrong. And I'll tell you why. First off, the whole point, the objective of a first date is to see if there's going to be a second date. Alright. So we got that out of the way. So you have to impress on your first date in a certain way. Now, a lot of people assume that when you're on a first date that the initial thing that you should do is try to impress them with something you can do for them, like take them to a rock concert. Take them to see a movie that they've wanted to see for a long time. That's a bad idea. Well, mainly because their attention is focused away from you. When you're watching a movie, the whole point is to watch the movie. Your attention's supposed to be at the movie. Now, in the back of your mind, you might not be. You might just be like, gosh, I hope he, she, whatever, put their arm around me, or vice versa. I don't know if I should, blah, blah, blah. But you're not communicating, you know what I mean? You're not communicating at all, you're just sitting there, staring at a screen, supposed to pay attention to it because, well, you paid for it. And when you're at a concert, it's the same thing. Plus, you've got a bunch of people screaming in your ear. So, you want to pick a place that is a little bit more secluded, but you have to pick a place that's fun and entertaining so you both can not only enjoy what you're doing, but you can enjoy each other. You have to pick something that will allow you to communicate in some way. You guys have to get to know each other. That is the whole point of a first date, is to get to know each other. Otherwise, there's no reason to get on a second date. If you don't even get to know each other on a first date, it's just kind of like, Get it? Do you see where I'm coming from? Okay. So, I'm gonna start off with the, places you should not go. Concerts, movies, any sort of games that you actually have to sit and watch the game. You know what I mean? It's different if you're in the game. Let's say, okay, for instance, let's say that you are, I don't know, let's say that you're watching golf. I don't know. I'm just picking a sport off the top of my head. Let's say that you both are sitting in the bleachers. I mean, you both love and enjoy golf, but you're just sitting in the bleachers watching them, and that's where your attention is. Now, it's different if you're actually the one playing putt-putt golf, at the fair or something. That's different, because you guys are, the whole point is focusing on each other. He watches you shoot he watches you putt the ball, you watch him putt the ball, and you guys have a couple of laughs because one screwed up. I mean, that's the whole point of a first date. Communicating, getting to know each other, having a little humor in there. So yeah, watching a game from the outside, that's a bad idea. Watching a concert, that's usually a bad idea, mainly because of the crowds. Going to a movie is usually not a good idea. I'm not saying that these are bad places to go in general, for a couple. for two people that are already together, no, that's different. I'm saying if it's your first date, you know? If you guys have been together for a long time, or this might be your third or fourth date, by all means go, because it's not going to screw anything up. First date is the most important, so you just gotta be really careful. Okay, so now I've listed a couple of the ones you should steer away from. So just, yeah, anything that hinders communication between you two, you know, try and pick something that allows you to get to know each other some way. You have to focus on each other in the date. So yeah, that's why I recommend going to a dinner. I think that, you know, especially an entertaining dinner like a hibachi restaurant, that would be amazing. Because you're not only getting to know each other, you're getting great food, you're getting a little entertainment, so it's all fun, and, you know, everything is going smoothly there. So a hibachi restaurant would be one of my top things you could do on a first date. That's a great idea. Let's see. Yeah, another really good idea. If you both are into sports of some sort, football, paintball, soccer, I don't know, anything of that sort, play it together. Have some fun. That's a great thing to do. Is just, you know, have some fun with each other. Yeah, play some soccer with each other, laugh at each other, you know, miss goals here and there. It just allows you to appreciate the other. I don't know. It just helps you along. Let's see. Oh, a big no-no. A big no-no, like top of the list here. Don't ever rely on drinking on a first date. It's such a bad idea. Don't rely on going to a party with a bunch of people and having a ton of booze there, you know, like, oh yeah, well my friends are gonna be there and your friends are gonna be there and there's gonna be a ton of booze, you wanna come? Like, a lot of people think that that is the ideal way to go, especially nowadays, but it is such a bad idea. First off, when you drink, you are not really yourself. Well, you are, but you're the person that you wouldn't allow yourself to be if you were sober, you know what I mean? So, you might say things, do things that you really will regret in the morning, and chances are everybody, including the guy that you like, is going to remember what was said and done the night before, and it's usually not good. It's not a good impression. And plus, you might do things you regret, like you might sleep with the person because you're so heavily attracted to them. I mean, when you drink, you do things that you shouldn't, and you regret them later. We all do, you know? So just try and steer away from that. And plus, if you're at a party and there's your friends and his friends, you're obligated to spend time with them also. Well, actually, you're gonna probably veer away from the guy you're having a date with, and you're just going to end up going your separate ways. He's with his friends, you're with your friends, and it's just not gonna work out. You guys are just not gonna really care to see each other that night because you have better things to do. You know, you see where I'm going with that? Just, even if he messages you or calls you and asks you if you would like to come to a party and you really like him, you don't want to screw things up, don't go. Just make up an excuse. For the love of all that is holy, do not go. Just drink. Unless he and you don't drink. No. Even then, it's a bad idea because all those friends are there. And yeah, you're obligated to hang out with them, so it's not such a good idea. So yeah, I'm gonna try and wrap this up. Like I said, anything that allows you to communicate, allows you to learn a little bit more about the other person, that's how you're gonna be able to get on that second date. That's how you're gonna get him really interested in you. And, you know, you yourself, you're probably gonna become really interested in him as well. Because, well, you're gonna learn new things about him. So yeah. Dinner, not a movie. Dinner, you know, sports, even if you guys want to play music together. Maybe he plays guitar and you play bass, or I don't know, and you guys just want to kind of jam together, that is super awesome. Do that. It's a great idea, and that's just gonna make you guys just mesh so well. You guys are gonna find that you're like, gosh, why didn't I find her sooner? I kind of needed her in my life, you know. It might turn into that kind of situation, which would be awesome, right? Alright, so I hope I helped a few of you, and I hope I helped you, Beej, my friend, my best friend. Needed this. I answered really badly. So I hope I helped whoever's watching, actually. And if you have any question pertaining to this video, or you have a question, you know, pertaining to, if you want to be included in a Q&A and you just have a question in general, comment section below or message me above. And make sure to tell me if you want me to put your name in my Q&A video, or if you want to remain anonymous. Don't want anybody PO'd at me, that would not be cool. So yeah, that's that. Good luck on your first dates.